Have you ever glanced at the clock in the middle of the night, again, and it's always 3 a.m.? It's dark, the house is quiet, but your mind is racing, your eyes are wide open, and no matter how you toss and turn, sleep just won't come back. You're not alone, and no, this isn't just what happens when you get older. Waking up at 3 a.m. regularly, especially after age 65, is often your body's way of whispering that something needs attention. And sometimes, it's not just a whisper, it's a warning. In today's video, we're going to uncover the 5 hidden reasons why seniors often wake up around 3 a.m. and exactly what your body is trying to tell you. This isn't about blaming age. It's about listening to your body's signals and taking back control, so you can finally sleep through the night and wake up refreshed, alert, and calm. Let's start with one of the most surprising reasons. You might be waking up at 3 a.m., your blood sugar. Reason search 1. A silent blood sugar crash. You might think low blood sugar is only a concern for people with diabetes, but here's the truth. Anyone over 60 is more vulnerable to blood sugar instability at night, especially if you eat dinner early, skip a balanced snack before bed, or rely on refined carbs. Here's what happens. Around 2 to 3 a.m., your body enters a deeper stage of sleep. If your blood sugar dips too low during that time, the brain perceives it as a crisis. And how does your body respond? It sends a jolt of stress hormones, like cortisol and adrenaline, to wake you up. Your heart might beat a little faster. You may feel wide-eyed. You might even have to go to the bathroom. But really, it was a blood sugar crash that triggered the whole chain reaction. What can you do about it? Have a small, protein-rich snack before bed, something like a boiled egg, a spoonful of almond butter, or a few walnuts. This can help stabilize your blood sugar levels through the night, giving your brain the energy it needs to rest peacefully instead of going into panic mode. And if you're already managing diabetes or pre-diabetes, waking at 3 a.m. is even more important to pay attention to. It could be your body's early alert system. Reason number 2, an overloaded liver. Now this one might surprise you, but waking up at 3 a.m. is directly tied to your liver's natural detox cycle. According to traditional Chinese medicine, every organ has a time of night when it's most active, and the liver's peak time is between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. During those hours, your liver is working hard to filter toxins, regulate hormones, and manage metabolism. But what happens if your liver is overloaded? That glass of wine before bed, over-the-counter medications, processed food, or even hidden sugar can all burden your liver. And when it's working overtime, you may wake up suddenly, hot or restless, with an anxious feeling you can't explain. That's your body trying to detox, but struggling under the weight. What can you do? Give your liver a little support in the evening. Cut back on alcohol and heavy meals at night. Drink warm water with lemon in the afternoon, not right before bed, to gently stimulate liver function. And consider natural liver-supporting foods like beets, leafy greens, turmeric, or dandelion tea, especially if you find yourself waking at that same time each night. This isn't just about better sleep. It's about reducing long-term inflammation and protecting your overall health. When your liver can do its job smoothly, your sleep becomes deeper and more restorative. Reason number 3, emotional stress. Hiding beneath the surface. Have you noticed that your mind tends to race more at night, especially if you've had a quiet, uneventful day? As we age, our relationship with time, purpose, and identity often shifts. Retirement, grief, loneliness, or even family distance can stir up unresolved emotions. But during the day, distractions keep these thoughts at bay. At night, especially around 3 a.m., your mind is unguarded. That's when the deeper stuff comes knocking. You may not feel stressed during the day, but if you're waking up in the early hours with a tight chest, anxious thoughts, or a feeling of unease, your nervous system could be stuck in a hyper-alert mode, even if you don't realize it. Your body is saying something needs to be heard. So what can you do? Try writing in a journal before bed. Just 5 minutes to release thoughts or lingering worries. Practice gentle breathing techniques. Inhale for 4 counts, exhale for 6. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system, your body's rest and repair mode. And finally, try a simple affirmation like, "I've done enough today. It's safe to rest now." Sleep isn't just a physical reset, it's an emotional reset too. And your body knows when something is unresolved, even if your mind hasn't caught up yet. So far, we've uncovered 3 powerful clues your body may be giving you when you find yourself waking at that same 3 a.m. mark. A blood sugar crash, a liver working overtime, or emotional stress you didn't know you were carrying. Each of these issues is fixable, not with pills or drastic changes, but with small, mindful adjustments that give your body what it truly needs to sleep peacefully again. Now let's take a deeper look into what might really be keeping you up at 3 a.m., even if you've ruled out blood sugar, liver overload, or emotional stress, because the body's signals are rarely random. And when it wakes you at the same time night after night, it's not just being annoying, it's asking for your help. Let's talk about a reason that often goes unnoticed, especially among older adults: hormonal imbalance. And no, this isn't just a women's health issue. Men over 65 deal with it too, and the consequences can be sneaky but serious. Reason number 4. Hormonal imbalance. Your internal clock is off track. One of the most powerful regulators of your sleep-wake cycle is a hormone called melatonin, often referred to as your sleep hormone. Produced by the pineal gland, melatonin levels naturally rise when the sun goes down, helping you feel drowsy and stay asleep through the night. But after age 60, melatonin production drops significantly, and for some people the decline is steep. Now, combine that with drops in other hormones like estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, and even growth hormone, all of which play a role in repairing tissue, calming the nervous system, and keeping inflammation low. When these hormones fall out of sync, your circadian rhythm can go haywire. That means you may fall asleep just fine, but by the time 3 a.m. rolls around, your hormone levels have shifted enough to pull you out of sleep, often with a sense of restlessness or heat. You may not even realize it's hormonal. You just know you can't stay asleep. And if you're using bright screens before bed, your body may be even more confused. Blue light from phones and TVs suppresses melatonin, making it harder to stay asleep once you're in the lighter stages of your sleep cycle. So what can you do? First, reduce screen exposure at least an hour before bed. Swap the late-night TV or scrolling habit with soft music, dim lights, or reading a book, preferably with a warm amber lamp or candlelight. This helps nudge melatonin levels higher. Second, make sure your bedroom is cool, dark, and quiet. Even a little light, like from a nightlight or digital clock, can signal your brain that it's time to wake up. That kind of miscommunication becomes even more disruptive as melatonin naturally declines. You may also consider natural melatonin-rich foods like tart cherry juice, walnuts, or kiwi fruit in the evening. And if your doctor approves, a low-dose melatonin supplement, no more than 1 milligram to start, might be helpful short-term, especially if you're trying to reset a disrupted sleep cycle. Remember, hormones are messengers. When they're out of sync, your body gets confused. But you can help restore balance with consistency, darkness, and mindful habits, especially in the 2 hours before bed. Now let's move on to the final reason many seniors find themselves awake at 3 a.m., especially those who deal with pain, inflammation, or even something as common as poor posture, because sometimes your body wakes you up to protect you. Reason number 5, physical discomfort and inflammation, the pain you don't notice. Until it's quiet, pain doesn't always scream. Sometimes it whispers, and 3 a.m. is when the world gets quiet enough for you to finally hear it. As we age, inflammation increases, circulation slows down, and joints may stiffen overnight from disuse. That means aches, pains, or even nerve discomfort may become more noticeable in the early hours of the morning, even if they didn't bother you during the day. It could be your lower back. It could be your hips or knees from arthritis. Or it Might be pressure on your shoulders, neck, or spine caused by poor mattress support or improper pillow height. It doesn't have to be sharp pain. It might just be discomfort that's enough to nudge you awake. And when you wake up, you may not connect it to physical discomfort at all. You may just feel unsettled, or like you have to move or change positions constantly. That's your body trying to find relief. Now here's the part most people miss. Inflammation tends to peak around the early morning hours. That's when cortisol, your natural anti-inflammatory hormone, is at its lowest. If you have any hidden inflammation, whether from arthritis, digestive issues, or autoimmune problems, it often shows up strongest around 2 to 4 a.m. So what can you do? Start by evaluating your sleep setup. Is your mattress more than 8 years old? Do you wake up with stiffness in the same spots each day? Is your pillow too high or too flat? Making even small adjustments, like switching to a firmer mattress topper, adding a body pillow for hip alignment, or using a cooling pillow can reduce joint pressure and support circulation. You can also reduce nighttime inflammation naturally by avoiding heavy or processed dinners, limiting alcohol, and including anti-inflammatory foods like turmeric, ginger, or omega-3 rich fish in your meals. Magnesium-rich foods like spinach, pumpkin seeds, and bananas can help with both muscle relaxation and nerve support, making it easier to stay asleep. And don't underestimate the power of gentle stretching before bed. Just 5 minutes of movement can loosen tight joints and tell your nervous system, it's safe to rest now. Pain doesn't have to be loud to be real. If you keep waking up in the middle of the night and can't figure out why, your body might be asking you to pay attention to its quiet discomfort. And giving it the support it needs could make all the difference. You see, waking up at 3 a.m. isn't just an inconvenience. It's information. It's your body waving a flag in the dark saying, hey, look at this. Whether it's a blood sugar dip, an overwhelmed liver, unresolved stress, hormonal shifts, or silent physical pain, there is always a reason. And once you start addressing that reason, even gently, the results can be life-changing. Because real sleep, the deep, healing kind, helps with everything: memory, mood, muscle strength, energy, digestion, even how fast your body repairs itself. And you deserve that kind of rest. Not just because you're over 65, but because you're still living, growing, and becoming. When your body speaks at 3 a.m., listen. Not with fear, but with curiosity and compassion. And when you respond, you might just find yourself waking up not in the middle of the night, but in the morning, with peace in your heart and energy in your step. Waking up at 3 a.m., especially after 65, isn't random. It's your body's way of sending you a message. In your younger years, your body could power through stress, poor sleep, or bad habits. But now, it's more honest. When something's off your blood sugar, liver, emotions, or hormones, it speaks through sleep. That 3 a.m. wake up, it's not a problem, it's a whisper. Help me balance blood sugar. Ease the liver's workload. Let go of what's weighing heavy. Support hormonal changes. Notice that joint pain before it worsens. It's not a breakdown, it's a breakthrough. Start small. Sip tart cherry juice before bed. Dim lights earlier. Use a warm compress on your liver. Breathe deeply. Speak kindly to yourself. Each small act says, I hear you. What happens when you finally sleep well? Memory sharpens. Muscles stay strong. Heart rate steadies. Mood lifts. Bones repair, and you feel like yourself again. Sleep brings you back to life, not through pills or force, but through care and listening. Your 3 a.m. wake-up is not the enemy. It's a messenger. So next time you're awake in the dark, don't fight it. Ask gently, what are you trying to tell me, body? And then, listen. If this message helped, share it with someone you care about. Sleep after 65 isn't a luxury, it's your lifeline. Sleep well. You deserve it. Subscribe for more natural health wisdom after 60. Like this video if it resonated. Comment below. Do you wake up at 3 a.m.? What helps you rest better?